Good day everyone, welcome to this video. Today it's the, let's say, subscriber replay sent by Hartwiekkruppstahl once again. This time he has a better game than his 163, don't worry. He sent this one in around about last week on the Thursday, I think it was, and well, I've not had any time to record it till now, and obviously I want to get it out because this was a good battle. So, obviously the ME-163 in real life was developed as a it was developed as a rocket-powered interceptor. Now, the engine itself, obviously, this is stock thrust, just to bear in mind, is 1641.3 kilograms of thrust. It's insanely powerful, but nowadays this thing has to take off from a runway, which it really doesn't need that limit, Gaijin. Not only that, this thing's had the wrong fuel load for about, well, ages now. It claims 6 minutes, this plane had 8 in real life. But hey, that's just Gaijin, isn't it? The B0 is the variant with the 20 mils. I would actually fly and spade this thing, but unfortunately it's 8.3 and it has 5 MiG-15s. So probably not going to spade it for a while. But you can carry additional gun pods with 80 rounds apiece. Pretty handy. So Hartwiek's battle has quite a lot of bits that I can skip through, but it's towards the end where you guys are going to want to stick around because honestly guys, it is amazing. I'm not even joking, this is one of the best dogfights I've seen in a while. And Hartwiek surprisingly wins it. I'm not saying you're a bad pilot, mate. I'm just saying this was a very high tense situation. I didn't think you was going to survive it personally, but you did, you damn sod. Oh dear. So the two guys who he's going to dogfight is the Noobs squadron on the enemy team in Yak 23s. But you can clearly see most of these players have more money than sense because we've got quite a few premiums in this battle. We've got, I believe the R4 is the premium one. Yes, it is. Just had to check a moment. We also have the MiG-15 Biz-ish on the enemy team. You're going to see him later. And Hartwiek has a very nice skin on his ME-163. Looks like the Red Baron. Looks really nice. But yeah, be prepared for a lot of aileron rolls because Hartwiek loves doing that. And to be honest, I don't blame him. In a plane like this, I honestly don't blame him. Now, you will hear the obvious engine cutting sound. Obviously, he only carries 6 minutes of fuel because the 163's got its wrong fuel load. As does the Key 200, I believe that has 6 minutes of fuel in real life. But there's TU4 down there, but he's going to die before Hartwiek gets any closer. And there he goes. And he's just disappeared from the game. He's just rage quit because he got killed by MiG-15. I'd call that irony, mate, because it's a German MiG-15. That's a parachute, buddy. But Hartwiek's battle starts off being a bit slow, but it gets really good towards the end. That I can promise you guys. There you can see Hello Kitty going back to Hello Kitty Online thanks to MiG-15 Biz. Well, is it a MiG-15 Biz? Yes, it's the ish. He crits him. Don't know what he crit, but he crit something on that MiG-15. Now the 163 does have very rippable wings. I swear most of my deaths in the 163 were from wing ripping. Not this model of 163 because I haven't flown it. And that was satisfying. There goes the MiG-15 Biz-ish. Clearly that player had more money than sense. First air kill for Hartwiek. And I say it's Hartwiek, I know maybe pronounced differently, but hey ho. That is an LA2, oh, was an LA200. He decided to hug a ME-262. I think he scored some hits on that LA-15. There you can hear the 50 cals on the G91s going off. 163 is quite maneuverable, but I don't really like it, especially the B1, the one with the 30 mils. Now Hartwiek is saving on fuel here, but the LA-15 smashes into the ground. And I believe around about this point, Hartwiek is going to start returning to base. You'll see that guy in the MiG-15 later. Giving you a little hint there. Now Hartwiek unfortunately has to return to base for fuel, so we are going to skip ahead. Because it's quite a long return process. I mean, I'm on 8 times speed, and obviously he's cutting the engine, increasing the throttle and everything. Now, during me actually watching this replay for the first time, I was actually trying to translate in my head what Hartwiek, because obviously he plays in German, what he was actually saying. But now, Hartwiek is about to engage the 2 Yak-23s. Now, the Yak-23s, well, let's just say when they came out, I believe they were 7.7, and they clubbed the living hell out of anything. Let's just say that. But against a skilled 163 pilot, the Yak-23 can compete, but the 163 has a severe thrust advantage. And also weight advantage. This thing is a lot more maneuverable. But the Yak-23 is still maneuverable nonetheless. However, this Yak-23 player, being the pussy that he is, has to call for his crumbum to come and help him. If you don't understand what a crumbum is, that is a Simpsons reference. It's what Principal Skinner says about friends and all that. And here comes the second Yak-23. Because he has to help his bum buddy, doesn't he? So now it's a 2-on-1 fight, 2 Yak-23s versus a single Me-163. The World War II rocket plane fighting, what, 1950s jet fighters? I think these are. Trainers? I don't bloody know about the Yak-23. Hartwiek's best hope at this point is to nail one of them. To try and even the odds. Because obviously it's a 2-on-1 fight. He's up against a squad most likely on comms. He takes a hit to the right wing, which is annoying, but he's still keeping the plane flying. You can see these 2 Yak-23 pilots have the massivest boner, or the biggest boner for him. But the 163 is just good enough. Second air kill. There goes Sopmod in his Yak-23, he's just blowing him out of the sky in a single burst. And Max Schammel, eager to avenge his bum body, is coming for the revenge, so to speak. But Hartwiek is going to teach him a lesson that he will probably forget because he's a retard. Let's be real. I mean, he has to fly Russians, and he can't even win a 2-on-1 fight. Let's be real. I mean, the whole point of being in a 2-on-1 engagement is to have one of them focus the player, and one of them swoop or go far out and attempt to get a potential shot on them. But no, these two don't have any clue. But Hartwiek is running around. Well, he's got a bit of ammo left, but obviously the Yak-23 pilot is now doing what's known in the trade as the noob wobble. Now, for those of you that don't know what the noob wobble is, yeah, Max TV covered that one. He then puts Run Forrest Run, which is a reference to Forrest Gump. Can't beat the Forrest or Run Forrest Run references. There is the MiG-15 Biz. Don't know why he'd go for a head-on with 20 mils, but hey ho. And there goes the second Yak-23. Now, if I was Hartwiek, and obviously he's German, so this will make sense. If I was in the match right now, I'd be typing Hilfe! Hilfe! Which is German for help. Because he kind of needs it right now, and there's a 163B0 on his team. Who is... well, he's making his way over here, but it's taking him a long time to do it. Let's just say that. But Even so, he is now going straight up to outclimb a 160. I don't know why you'd even try that, buddy. The MiG-15 was famous for having the Rolls-Royce Nien engine, which was, well, obviously it was a Soviet copy. I think it was the Klimov KB-1 or something, I can't remember, or something like that. But I believe at this point, Hartwiek has actually run out of gas. And I believe Brosh Dekong is need cover. Because, well, he's out of fuel and he's up against a big 15. But luckily, the B0 on his team is coming into lend a hand. And I don't believe he kills the MiG-15 Biz. I think he loses on tickets. Because obviously there's a Tu-14T running. Well, that's a visual bug if I've ever seen one. He's not even got the Rato deployed. For those of you that don't know what Rato is, it's rocket assisted takeoff. Just in case you guys aren't aware. The Tu-14T gets it. I believe the IL-28 now gets it. Also, the Kika gets it. And since the engine buff, the Kika might be a jet that I might try. Dun dun dun. I know, me flying a jet. Who would have thought that? But yeah, sadly, Hartwiek is going to lose on tickets, whilst Trottel Paul is going to engage the MiG-15, but obviously you can't catch him. And well, Hartwiek puts a GG in the chat, and that's pretty much going to be the end of it. So well done to you, Hartwiek. I didn't actually, when I first watched this replay, I didn't think he was going to survive that dogfight. I'll be truthfully honest, buddy. But cracking flying. That I can say. Cracking flying. Most people would have died in that situation. Probably myself included. But you did some really, really well on your own against those two Yak-23s. And blowing those bum buddies out of the sky must have felt satisfying. So if you've got any replays that you want to send them in, and I'm hoping for Hartwiek to comment on this one because it's a good flight. I mean, you're certainly a better jet pilot than I am, and well, you may think, oh, level 100, that's an achievement. It really isn't. I suck in jets. Just look at my jet stats and I'll tell you everything. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's dogfight because that was literally what he called the replay. And I will catch you all on the next one.